Hey guys, there is something very interesting that I want to share with you, which I believe is gonna improve your trading, more especially when it comes to trends and reversals. So here I'm opening a chart. It's NAS 100. We can see here that the price has been moving in an uptrend. We can see we have impulsive wave, corrective wave, impulsive corrective wave, all the way going up. But I want you to pay attention on how the waves were being formed, and then come to this current move. Come to this current move. We can see here that there is now a difference. What is the difference? First of all, we can see that this impulsive wave is extremely bigger compared to every impulsive wave in this trend. You can see that the biggest impulsive wave in this trend was this one. If you can compare them, except with this huge one, it was only that one. But if you can see this current impulsive wave, or this latest impulsive wave, you can see that it is not compared to all the other impulsive waves which were making this uptrend. So what does that mean? How should you interpret this as a trader? Obviously, this means that the buyers were now becoming stronger. That's what it means. It means that the buyers were becoming more and more stronger. So then, if the buyers are becoming more and more stronger, it means that the trend is gonna shift from its initial strength into another form of some kind of more aggressive uptrend. However, that is not likely to happen. Why? Because pay attention to this corrective wave. You can see that this corrective wave is also the biggest corrective wave in the entire trend. So meaning this corrective wave managed to cancel the strength which was displayed by the buyers here. Meaning it rendered the buyers as useless because it was able to counteract their initial strong move. So meaning, for the fact that this impulsive wave is big, is already nullified by the fact that this corrective wave is also big. Because if we are to see a stronger move, maybe on the buyer side, we need to make sure that only the impulsive waves are big, and let the corrective wave remain small. Then that's what we interpret as some form of strength. But if the impulsive waves are big and also the corrective waves are big, that's something else. It means that there is nothing happening because the strength is already cancelled by the sellers. So one question that you should ask as a trader, because people can say this market is moving in an uptrend and we can plot our trend lines however you want to plot them, and they can say that no, now I'm ready to buy whatsoever, or they can put it there and so on, trying to justify this kind of reaction here. However you can put your trend line, that's what you should know, that okay, prices are not as spot on to trend lines. Prices, they can break your trend lines a little bit and they can come back into them. It doesn't mean anything. So you shouldn't just buy only when prices touch the trend line. Even when the prices break the trend line a little bit, it doesn't mean that now you should begin to sell. So I hope that is making sense. So we can have the trend line here and people can say, no, I am looking for buying opportunities. But then you should ask yourself, why should you buy? Should you be buying if the strength of your buyers is not clearly portrayed? Because the sellers, they are here counteracting that. Because if the buyers were really stronger, we're supposed to expect a corrective wave which will end here and continue to go up. Then we can know that it is the impulsive wave which increased, but the corrective wave remained the same as the previous ones. But however, in this case, even the corrective wave became bigger. One important thing that you should do, you should ask yourself, why is this happening? And the only answer that you'll get is to try to look in the past. Let me show you something. I go to the 4-hour and I show a little bit of data. So if you can see here, you can see that this is happening not by surprise, but it is happening because of this very important area here. We have this important region here which I just highlighted. Why is this region so important? This is the seller's territory. So all the way below this region, it is seller's price. It is seller's price. It is seller's price. Why is it seller's price? Because that's where they took it. That's where they took their initial downtrend. That's where they started their initial downtrend, all the way in that resistance or in that high there. So everything below belongs to them until it is broken. So that is why they are here now, demonstrating some kind of resistance, or they are challenging the buyers on what the buyers were trying to do, because the buyers were trying to push aggressively towards this area so that they can break this area and now make this zone their territory going all the way up. However, the sellers, they are fighting that, because that's how psychology is all about. It's all about strength. So now the sellers, they are refusing, because this is where they sold before, or this is where price began to go down. So now we're expecting prices to again go down, because this is some kind of a very, very important resistance level. So now we're expecting some prices to go down. That's why I said you shouldn't interpret this as a buy, because there isn't clarity. So what you should do is to wait a little bit more and see what is happening. So what's gonna happen is that either here we're gonna receive some kind of let me just erase the screen a little bit. What's gonna happen is that here we can either receive some kind of a transition or a range, which will lead to a breakout, which might either happen on the upper side, or a breakout which can happen on the downside. Or we can start receiving some lower highs and lower lows, which will mean that indeed excuse me, the sellers are winning. Or we can see a breakout coming, and then we can see higher highs and higher lows, which indeed means that you should be happy to continue with your uptrend. So that's what I want to share with you guys. Let me just keep it here and keep it simple. So thank you for watching.